Hey everyone, this is your OG, and this is another Godforge video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to show you my 150, my level 150 farming team, the team that does it in 3 minutes or less, possibly. And the number one damage dealer on that team isn't Zeus, even though Zeus is on the team and does about 2 million damage. It is Guan Yu. This starter hero, I know in the last 2 waves, we're like, dude, give this guy some love. He's just not Lady Zoc. He's not, Ramses. These guys can crack through waves. He just wasn't seeming like he was doing that. I'm about to show you what he was built to do really well. He's really great, not only for Fafnir at 150, but Golden Guardian at 120 as well. He's really good for that. Okay. Let's get into his build, okay? So all his abilities in our Awakenings are up. He's a rare, and we've had him since the beginning. We chose him as our starter, okay? I put this Shamshir. Now, it's only a rare weapon, so it's not like the hardest thing in the world to farm these and get them up, but it has HP and accuracy. This is just more so to give him sustainability, and then he has Hound of Duat for barrier. This is like more of his 151 build, but I'm using it for this right now. It's going to keep him alive more easily. You can see his gear isn't even fully flushed out here. And we could actually use to push this up just a little bit and give him some more accuracy. He's got, he's got 242 accuracy because of the weapon. So accuracy is the big one. He's got to land his drain, because every time the drain is on and he starts hitting with his basic, he takes 5% of Fafnir's HP, or 180,000 damage. Now, that is before Fafnir gets an ultimate and starts upping his HP, which therefore Guan Yu's damage follows. Okay? So we've got accuracy, defense. Why do we have defense on his brawler? Anyways, let's take that off. I'm sorry, he got some kind of a weird build there. Let's look for bear. No. Oh, what did we have on him other than that? Defense, attack. Where was his speed? There we go. Speed. We could almost go just attack with that. Yeah, that's the one. Attack percentage right there. Because we have enough accuracy. We could use the speed, actually. I'm going to go with the speed because it has accuracy there as well. So here's your build. Nothing crazy, nothing undoable, impossible. Accuracy, HP, attack, just trying to keep him alive, speed, okay? This is Guan Yu. And then you have Shamash. We've seen him before, but he's got speed of 228. He's got accuracy, and he's got 50,000 HP to keep him alive. Zeus is built like a beast, okay? He's got 5,600 attack. He's crit capped with 100%. He's got 260 speed, so he is lightning fast, okay? No pun intended there, but definitely there was one. Let me see if can we push. No, we can't push that up. Okay, so that's Zeus. So we're going to be running Zeus, Shamash. Heimdall is 5,200 defense. And then we're going to run Quetzalcoatl, but we need Quetzalcoatl to have a little bit more accuracy. So we are going to take this piece off right now, and we're going to look for accuracy. Crit. Well, that has an 18 accuracy, so it wasn't crazy bad, but it wasn't enough. So we're not gonna worry about the healing, because it's not a 151 fight, so it's not the end of the world if we don't get healing. In fact, we'll take both of those off. Where is an accuracy and speed? That's perfect. 186, and let's try the defense accuracy. That'll do. 200 accuracy is good. 159 speed, 3,000 defense, and we got a Sovnaya, which gains turn meter when attacked, and then we put a Sold. We probably actually can remove that and put on, what are we putting on? HP accuracy, ultimate abilities, damage. This one. There we go. That's what we want. It's a Kopesh, but we'd prefer it to be this one. It's a lower level, but let's see. Do we have any? Nope. We didn't get the Aru Godsteel yet. Okay, so we're going to try it with Quetzalcoatl first. I can switch it to Isis and do it real easy, but I want to see that Quetzalcoatl. So Quetzalcoatl or Isis is kind of the okay, so we're going to go Quetzalcoatl, and we're going to see how this auto runs. Now, Isis, it went for 3 minutes pretty easy. So let's see if Quetzalcoatl can do that, or with the right amount of accuracy. She didn't have enough accuracy last time. So here is Zeus. He's absolutely nuts. He's going to run through this whole wave by himself. It helps. Okay. One more. Odin's down. His core. L's out. Or that was his core. That's just Zeus right there. Taking it out. 5,600 attack. 220 speed. Okay. So that's the big, he's crazy, granted, but not impossible to build once you get him. And at 150, if you're farming 150, you might have Zeus. Not unreal to have had him. All right, so we have to go through 3.75 million HP. That's what he starts with, and that's what he has in 150. He doesn't up it like in 151. So if you watch here, once there's, they're barely doing damage. Okay, we're a minute in, just trickling the damage. Watch. Once Guan Yu does his core and places drain. Watch how it changes. Still not there yet. And I'm running it completely on auto, so it's, no attempt to make it go in a good order or a better order for myself. All right, so we need Heimdall to put that big shield up right now. But, are we going to pull up? Yep, we're going to pull him up, and then we're going to put the shield. That's fine. Okay, so the only issue with Quetzalcoatl is whether we make it to this point. But once we make it to this point, we are okay. We're going to do it. Isis gives us a shield that bridges it until we get to this point. So, but Quetzalcoatl offers us much higher damage and speed. So it's kind of like if you can get by with Quetzalcoatl, this is the best way to go. If you can't, if Quetzalcoatl gets you to die, here's drain. Okay, see the drain on there for 3? Now watch when Guan Yu hits with a basic. Boom, 5%. Ready? Boom, 5%. That's a 200,000 almost hit every time. Boom, 5%. You just saw it again there. Yeah, Zeus is doing some serious damage, but he isn't even coming close to Guan Yu. Okay? And look at all that barrier, because Guan Yu hit 5% of his damage into barrier, and he does a lot of damage. That's 10,000 barrier HP for damage, just doing 5% of 200,000. So he's putting 10,000 HP barrier every time he does that move. If he runs it 2, 3, 4 times because of these joint attacks, he's building up a lot of barrier, 100K barrier. Now, Leonidas is another person we could bring into this team and even remove Quetzalcoatl and bring a defense down. And the stun doesn't do a lot, but he also has that barrier that he turns the damage he takes from Fafnir into barrier and then turns it back into attack. So that's another one we could test out here as we're going. But as you can see, 330 right now, a little bit longer than the Isis fight was. We lost 2 folks here, surprisingly enough. But Heimdall has his ult and just can't get it off in time. So you see how an A5 would be so massive for Heimdall to just start with his ultimate and get that shield out there. But again, still going to do it. If we had Isis instead of Quetzalcoatl, we wouldn't lose anyone. And we did about a 3:30 run, or a 3-minute run. So we'll show you that right after this one. We'll swap Quetzalcoatl out, put Isis in, and rerun it again. But look at that, drains on. So now Guan Yu finishes it. Okay, so we're going to see 4 minutes, 15 seconds for that one. Mordred, whatever, big whoop. 2.96 million. See, so this one was broke. It was messed up because we didn't really get the drains out there a lot. And that's another reason why we lost everyone and why Zeus, if Zeus does more damage than Guan Yu, then the run did not really go the way we were hoping it to. So we'll show you here. And in fact, I don't think I'm going to be at a risk of Guan Yu using his core. I don't want him to have to wait on the cooldown. But let me just make sure that's not going to happen. Okay. So we manualed this one just so that we ensure that he has his core. I'm going to put drain on and then I'll auto it. Just so you can see what the run looks like when he has the drain out there early and is hitting against it often. All right, so first thing we're going to do is not use everyone's joint attacks or anything like that. We're going to wait to use them until Guan Yu has the drain up there. Look at how many counterattacks he's getting. 4, 5. It's quite a few. All right, so Isis now puts the shield up. This is vital. This is what we didn't have. And she puts mend. So we really just didn't have that. We have this, Heimdall's counterattack, which is great. And it's a little bit of protection. Here's the key. We have to use this, and he has to land it. And now, go to auto. Okay? Look at Zeus's barrier. 100% of his HP is barrier. That's like 30,000 barrier. Same with Guan Yu. Watch him as he hits. Every time, 5%. Every time Zeus brings him in, 5%. He's taken 15% of Fafnir's, XP just in this turn. We're at 2 minutes. Fafnir is down to about 50% of his HP, and it is all because of the drain. We are going to go 3 rounds of drain, and you're going to see how fast Guan Yu can mess up Fafnir's day. Boom, 5%. Big shield. We're golden. We're going to walk right through this one. Easy. Counterattack, if you will. Retaliate, I should say. Boom, more men's and another 5%. That's his ult. We just need him to put his core up again and get that drain on. He should be, what, one turn away on his cooldown. So he'll have 1 turn of basics, and then he'll come back to putting the drain. Oh, there it is. 3 turns. Boom. I think Fafnir heals a little bit. I'm not sure. It looks like he got back up over 50%. 5%. Even Zeus is doing a lot of damage. He does like 2 million damage with it. 5%. If he does that, if Guan Yu does that 20 times, he has 100% of Fafnir's damage, or 3.75 million damage by himself. He gets it off about 12 to 15 times, depending on how this run goes, but it's still almost 3 million damage just by himself. So you see we're about to see what happens when he finishes here. And this is farming 150 under 4 minutes per turn. No issues, nobody down, no worries, just sub 4 minute. I did it in 3 minutes on the last run, but 3 to 4 minutes is very good for farming 150. I haven't gotten a legendary from farming 150 except for the first time I beat it, but and these unfortunately are no good. They disappear. So even though that'd be hugely valuable, imprint, it's not. It's garbage. It just disappears. There's nothing. You don't get it. Okay, so floor 150 auto farm. Boom. So that is the 150. You can see 2.3 million from Zeus, 2.7 million from Guan Yu. Okay. He outpaced Zeus. A 5,600 attack Zeus got outpaced by Guan Yu and took it down. So everyone, that is farming floor 150. Thanks for sticking with us. Take care of yourself. And remember, play smarter.